One. Hello and welcome. I am so happy to have Jen Moss here and Michael Ralph. We're going to be having a conversation about the article, Creating a Happier Workplace is Possible and Worth It. What we always do when we teach our clients is we always say, bring a friend. Bring a bestie, bring a friend, because we want this learning experience for you to be more collaborative so that you can share your thoughts, have that conversation during your coffees and during your lunch breaks or, your Zoom catch-ups that you might have. So we're always encouraging people to have that friend. And I'm seeing and a lot of data where people are like, I don't have a friend in the workplace. I don't have a work bestie. My friends are outside of the workplace. So I do like that idea of working shifting the narrative a little bit and thinking like, well, is the workplace creating a space for me to then obtain the friendships that I need? Because there is that lack of friendship in the workplace, which can again add to that loneliness. One of the things that I liked what you said was this idea of community, and we're a huge fan of that. Everything that I've done for Jeddy Wellness and having Michael join the team as well with the Workplace Wellness Collective, we are a huge fan of giving back to the community as well, and everything we do is driven by that. So I'm going to show you a video of something we did just yesterday. It's going to make you laugh a little bit, hopefully, but also then we can kind of talk a little bit about the community building aspect, because in your article you talk a little bit about, the workplace landscape is changing in 2024. And we want to add more of that fun and the principles of fun in the workplace. So give me just a second. I'll show you the video.
When I say wellness, you say, you say, you say, woo! Thank you so much.
That cheer that we had going is we want to approach wellness as more of an active versus a passive process. And we want that to be something that people do because they want to pursue it and not because my boss is telling me to do it or my workplace is telling me to do it or my mom is telling me to do it. So thoughts?
You know how I feel about fun. And I think that was the first line of the article for Harvard Business Review, is that work right now feels like an adult going to school with no recess or gym. I mean, basically, we're missing recess. We're missing the fun. We're missing the levity. We're working so many hours. And this is where I talk about, prevention is so key, because if we're working too hard, our workload is too unmanageable, we don't have time to have recess. And I know that sounds trite, but when you look to researchers like Robin Dunbar, for example, and he talks about kind of what we need to have a healthy, happy, long, satisfying life. And we need to have at least 5 close friends in our circle. And we can have a broader group than that, but we should have 5 close friends in our circle. And those are the people that get us through the day. And if we don't create time for recess, how are we going to have those serendipitous moments to, collaborate with someone or chat with someone about what their kids are doing, or find shared purpose, or, feel like I have someone that has something similar to me, so I don't feel completely excluded or othered. You can't create those if you're sitting side by side in cubicles on the same video conferencing meeting all day and you're never getting time to actually connect. And so having these active moments where it's almost like planned serendipity, I mean, which sounds like an
I
oxymoron,
love
right?
it.
We need to plan space for these natural opportunities of connecting to happen. And that's missing. And we aren't prioritizing it. I keep hearing we just don't have time. We don't have time. Well, we need to make time, and we need to look at what our goals are and measure that in and map that into those goals. And if we have more productive rest and more time for that, we'll actually see we're going to be more efficient and meet those goals faster. But we get it wrong, and instead we just keep working harder and thinking, oh well, we can fix that later. But our workplaces right now are so toxic that it's just making people feel like they don't want to stay, and that they don't belong, and there's no purpose and connection or meaning in their work.